back. It may be slightly unnecessary because as you see the card back is separating already, just a little bit. The glue loosened at one end. You can see that. However, I am reluctant to go much further in case it does damage the card back, so I'm going to continue sawing above the card back surface and I'll let you know when it's open. Alright, all that sawing might be unnecessary. I sawed away at this side and it just came off the card back without much damage, so let's see if I can do it deliberately. So far so good. So far so good, as you can see. So just carefully run my finger along and the nearly 28-year-old glue has released in most areas. Look at this. See? See? I run my finger along and it seems to break the glue seal. Look at that. There you go. Didn't have to do a lot of sawing after all. And minimal damage to the card back, which you can now see in greater detail. Don't worry, I'll put it up as a backdrop. And I'll move McCoy a bit to the side so you're only focusing on the figure. So let me do all the cutting and I'll be right back because I still have to cut it off the tape. You won't believe this. This tape was put on here nearly 28 years ago to secure the comm badge, and it is coming off without peeling up. See? Now let's see if I'm so lucky on this side. I am. You just have to walk your fingers along the see? There you go. Perfect. And here we go here. Carefully. I can't believe that. They must have made the card back of really stern stuff if it's not degrading. I'll get the comm badge out of the bag now. Yeah. So there are a couple more figures to find. There you go. There's the comm badge. And that relates to today's video. Well, I know I'm filming this on April 4th, but I will release it on April 5th, so you'll see something related to this on Sean's model builds as well. Well, actually, since you won't see this until Friday, April 5th, I can tell you now. Cross promotion. I'm opening my 1400 scale Enterprise E. I'm unboxing that for first contact day on Sean's model builds. So here we go. Now I should, technically, if I can release the tape a bit, I'm just going to have to check the card back box for the other figures and see what I did with this. Be right back. And that was an unintentional pun. What I do with the card back. I'll be right back. I only put the tiniest bit on there with tape. But you know, I might move to the lower level. Let's see if I can do that. I know Worf's is bigger in surface area because this was still released in '96. And look, figures for Voyager and DS9, and I now have my first one for that. And look, cost $10 originally, I guess, way back when. There we go. So all you have to do, I do have tape, so I can do it, is tape it to the card back itself in an appropriate location, say there. All right, be right back. The weirdest coincidence ever, and I didn't mean for it to happen, but the way the card back is aligned, it's almost exactly aligned with the galaxy pattern. Almost. In fact, it only has to be moved a little over to be completely aligned. Let's see if I can do that. 1 minute. There you go, complete alignment. So I'll get a picture of that. So there's the card back box. Don't worry, the image will be cropped later. Now we move on to the actual contents. You get the same first contact mini poster with the old version of the Enterprise E, the one that was released before the movie, so it has slight changes. You'll notice the Star Trek 30 Years logo there. I remember that from the airings of TNG during that time. See? Slightly different warp nacelles. Red deflector dish. and the Phoenix. That's good. And you get a postcard that you can mail away. Don't know what it's looking for. Oh, here we go. Star Trek customer reply card. Okay. So way back when you could send a comment, what you liked about it, how many episodes and everything you watched. It's for America only, apparently. But yeah, that's good. Something to keep for there. All right. Then we have the figure himself, or itself. See, there we go. 6-inch figure, like the others. He comes out. He's not glued in. That's good. The accessories are taped in a little bit, so let me get them out carefully and I'll be back. All right, so you have Worf himself, and his hip joints do turn, so you can make him stand more naturally. There you go. His baldric is apparently glued to the figure. Wow, wait a minute. His baldric is not quite glued to the figure. Look, it's loose. I know, he's stiff because he's been in there for nearly 28 years. There you go. There you go. All right, and you have his computer console that shows DS9. Look, there's a tie-in because he showed up on the Defiant. There's his phaser and his Detog knife, which you saw again in Real Life Voyager, I believe, and of course his Starfleet phaser rifle. So set him up on a stand and see what he can actually hold. If the phaser rifle did not have this here, he might be able to actually hold it a bit better. Yeah. But at least he can hold it in his other hand, and he can bring his hand up to the, mostly, rotate, rotate. There. That's better. So I'll put the other accessories in the little Ziploc bag and we'll set them up against the card back for the picture. There we go. So Worf is set up against his card back, and there's a picture of the thumbnail because you want to have him featured alone. Don't worry, I'll crop it later. And now we set him up on the actual First Contact shelf. All right, here we go. So there is Worf on the First Contact shelf with the other figures. Let me see if I can remove some of the figures from in front and get a better class picture. All right, there we go. And turning on the flashlight. There's a good picture as well. Everyone's in view. Everyone's faces are in view now. There you go. So that's the end for this week on Sean's Toy Room. By now, Friday, April 5th, you'll have seen the Toy Room tour and reorganization, which included the new shelving unit. And I will probably, because I need the space, quite frankly, and to go along with the classic Star Trek stand, I'll probably end up opening the dress uniform McCoy next. All right. So that's all for now, and we'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.